Hello everyone. So today we are going to implement patrolling for this side scroller enemy characters. So I have added two components to the character to define the points that this character is patrol in between. So the character will go to this point and to this point. We can change those points if we want, and I have kept them visible for now for the development purposes. So I wanted to show you the patrol points. So if I simulate the game, the character will walk to one end and stay 4 seconds there, and then he will go back to the other end, stay 4 seconds there, and he will continue that routine. And if the player comes into his side, he will start fighting, and if the player goes out of sight, he will stop fighting and continue the usual routine. So let's go out, and he put back the sword and continue to patrol like that. So if we see us again, he will again start fighting back like that. So yeah, that's what I am going to cover today. And this episode is sponsored by this generous patron. Thank you very much for your support. Right, so today I want to implement patrolling for this anime character. So if I simulate the game, the AI character just stands there without doing anything, and if the player goes into the side of the AI character, he comes and attack. This is what we have implemented so far. Right, now let's see how to implement the patrolling for the AI. Okay, so this is the AI controller of the enemy, and this is the enemy character, and also this is a platformer game, so therefore I don't think we should implement nav mesh and nav mesh based navigation, because we will have to make sure that this character goes in a straight line always. So therefore let's implement a simple patrolling system using 2 points which defines the ends of the patrol path. Right, so how do we do that? Okay, so let's add two scene components to the character. Let's call it P1 and another one P2. P stands for patrol point 1 and patrol point 2. So right, and let's go to the map here, then let's select P1, P1, P2, and I'll place P1 here and P2 right here. Okay, so they are not visible. Should we make them visible? Yeah, maybe we should add some visible components so that we can see the points. Let me delete them and let's add a cone and let's name it P1. It doesn't have to be this large, be like this. And P2. Like this. Okay. Now let's go to the scene. Now we can see the two petrol points. Let's select them and place one here, another one here. Okay, now so if we keep these petrol points attached to the player, it would be a problem, because as the character walks, the petrol points will also move. Oh, first I need to disable collisions for them. Alright, and then so to prevent moving the petrol points with the character, in the construction script, let's get these two and detach from component, keep world, everything keep world. Right, now if I move the character here, they don't move. Oh wait, no, I have selected the mesh. They do move, but I think after we start the game they won't move. So first let me set these again, and let's play the game and see. Oh, they do move. Okay, why is that? Alright, then let's do that, not here, in the begin play. Okay. Oh, did they reset again? Wait a minute, I need to check if I compile this again, those locations are reset, I think. Let's see. Oh no. Alright. Now let's see. Yeah, now the character is moving, but the petrol points are not moving. Cool. Right, now we have the petrol points. Now let's see how to make the character patrol in between those 2 points. Right, so for now let's also have another variable called patrolling enabled, because sometimes I may need characters that should not move at all, just stay stationary. So we will need this later. I'll make it public also, visible also, so that if I want, I can disable it here in the scene. Right, now this is the fighting moment part, so I'll collapse this. Let me add a reroute node and connect this part to here. I don't think we should connect this part, because this means we are already in the fight mode. fight moment. Oh, we have two outputs. Let's disconnect one. Okay, so when this part, the second part in the tick will happen if the character is not in fight. So I'll name this as not in fight. Okay, now here let's add a branch and use this if patrol enabled variable. So now if patrols are enabled, to patrol we need some target location for the character to move. So alright, let's add another custom event. Let me collapse this part. This is toggle fight mode. Right, now let's add a custom event and let's call it star patrol. Set patrol point. Okay, right, now this is simply a way to set the patrol location. So I'll get these two and get world location, and I'll have another variable target patrol point. It should be a vector because I need to hold a location in that. So let's set it using a flip-flop. A flip-flop means once it will execute A, and in the next time we call this function it will execute B, then next time it will again B, so likewise. So at first I'll set this one and then this one. Okay, now in the begin play I'll call set patrol point. Like this. Then so if the patrols are enabled, so we will simply add movement input to the character in the direction of the target patrol point. So get actor location get direction from actor location to this target point, and that's the direction we need to move. Also, if we have reached that target point, now let's just do this part and see what happens. Let's simulate this instead of playing because I need to see the enemy. Okay, he goes there and stay there. Also, I don't think it has to run. What if I set this to 0.5? Still running. That's too slow. Yeah, I think that speed is good. And it stays there. But instead what I need to do is the character should go here and then come back here and then go here and then come back here. So we can check the distance between the actor location and the target, and if this distance is less than, let's say, 100, let's have another branch and let's call set patrol point. But since we are calling that in the tick, this could get called multiple times and the character can stuck in the same location. I think that's possible. Let's see. Oh no, it's not possible. Okay, that's great. Right, now the AI character is patrolling in between those 2 points, but how do we make it stop at ends of the at each end? Well, wait a minute, I think it would be better if we add movement part to the false instead of adding it always. And let's add a reroute node here and let's collapse this part. We need to keep the code clean. Patrolling. Patrolling disabled. Okay. Yeah, so how do we make the character stay sometime at the ends? We can have a delay here, but let's add a 2. No, what's the best way to do that? Okay, let's do something like this. Here let's add a do once node and then set a delay of some time. So I'll promote this as a parameter. I'll call it wait time and after the wait time is completed, I'll change the patrol point. But first, yeah, let's set a sequence. So we need to call this function again, so we need to reset this to once. So let's reset it here like this. Now in the patrolling, so no matter even if we call this in a tick, it will only get called once until it is reset. So let's make the character wait 4 seconds at each end. Now he should wait there. Okay, 1 2 3 4, yeah, comes here. 1 2 3 4, yeah, cool. Now the character is patrolling between those points, and right now we need to see what happens if my character get intervened. Okay, now he's not patrolling. He's attacking me. Okay, let's run away. Now he's doing the patrolling routine again. He should come back here. Yes. Okay, if he see me, he can even follow me. Oh no, he's not following there. Okay, right, next time we should implement hearing, and also when we collide with the character, he should immediately detect us. We haven't worked on that, but we should work on those things also. Alright, so that's it for today, and I'll stop this episode right here. And thanks for watching. So if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. Link would be in the description below, and see you in another episode. Goodbye. Also, you can download the project files in the Patreon page. Goodbye.